Good timing, oh yes. Great timing. You lucky devil. This is worth 18 submarines. Come on, Mama, let the good times roll.
I keep seeing raggedy women walk down the street and think it's my sister.
They're not that far off.
But that's the thing is so chock full of these like women who are like barefoot and not wearing any clothes just walking down the street. Like I see every day when I drive home, there's like a woman who's like just got barely enough clothes in and she's just kind of like walking down the street. She's got mascara down her every day. It's like, I'm not even joking, like 3 times this week. Like
Dusty,
and I'm like, but half the time I'm like, was that my sister? Because I know she's one of those ladies.
Steve,
Yes.
this says a lot about
It's
the neighborhood.
rough because I don't know how to like. I don't know. I want to.
I don't see that around
save
here.
the world, but like, there's no way to.
Yeah, I was about to say we're not.
I don't see a lot of. I don't see that myself.
Among the colony, I can't do anything about it.
I think you're mostly just worried about your sister because she's your sister, but you might just have to.
The police department put out a statement. There's a rape every week. Once a week, they have a rape.
Yeah, we're working
and it's
hard.
Like, and it's just this town.
Yeah,
I'm like, God damn. Like, but there's nothing we can.
Got to get those
well,
numbers
we're
up.
the biggest city in this small area.
In the
Yeah.
county?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're rated the 3rd worst city in the country.
I
Get
doubt
fucked.
that.
The third?
No, yeah, the 3rd worst. Like, and Gary's above us. Like, it's like Indiana's not like a great place.
What's the other one?
I can't remember, but I know like Gary and Anderson were the 2 I remember because it's like, right, like those are the main. But like, it was probably Detroit or something.
Like, wow, I can tell you right now that's bullshit. If it's like, oh, in the whole country, it's like, what are you fucking talking about?
Right, that's the thing about the internet is you never know.
I was like, I think each list is
Like,
different.
unless you personally do the research, you can never say for certainty that.
This one is
trust
even
the
on.
people.
Like, this is a list of them, and they're not even on.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's anybody can say anything, but like,
I feel like
it doesn't make a great place either. Like, it just. You know.
I don't know. I've had a better time here than I did where I used to live in terms of work. At least, there's not a gunshot every 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. We had a killing down at the laundromat by our house, just a few months ago. I know a guy who lives on the other side of that is at the Stone.
Which
something.
laundromat is that?
The Be Clean.
Oh,
yeah,
that place.
Yeah, there was a
My
shooting.
dad
I'm
was-
surprised people even fucking use that.
And then a couple years back, some guy got shot for some $500 of weed at the Rangeline Park.
My dad was
I heard about
convinced
that one.
after I left.
And my sister's
There was
cousin
only
got
more
shot
gunshots.
for 1 blunt at the trailer park they live in. And then Silas's best man at this wedding, he got shot in the head. He was laying in his bed in a trailer at Pendleton. Got executed. Like, the dude immediately turned himself in. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Wow.
It was really crazy story, but I was like, damn, you never know.
I don't know if it came out on the news yet. Town in Mississippi. Some guy shot up most of his family. A few injured, 5 dead. But he had mental health problems. Like, he had schizophrenia and some other things. And the guy was like, this is like literally one of the people that should not be owning a gun. They should keep guns away from him adamantly. But
dude, yeah, if you remember Dakota, his girlfriend was trying to tell me, she was like, my brother killed my dad. And I was like, what? Your brother killed your dad? That's wild. Like, I was like, whatever, like, because that's the kind of thing that gives you perspective, because you're like, your dad could, like, fucking rape you, and you'd be like, oh, well, yeah, I don't know, my brother killed my dad, and, like, and you're like, everybody's got a fucked up story, like, I don't know anybody who's got a perfect life, like, so.
Gee Willikers, that's awful.
It's just like, what kind of terrible did you have? Is that,
Oh, wow.
what is that guy's name? It's not Ollie the Orphan. Why am I thinking that?
Ollie the Orphan.
What's the Adult Swim claymation character who's like all about Jesus?
Moral.
Moral Oral. Ollie the Orphan. You know where I'm at.
He's at whatever keeps him out of this fist fight he's about to get in.
Well, it's a shame to think that you didn't even remember the character. Because to be honest, I stressed out for a long time this week thinking about Did he decide to create that character as a big buff guy? Did he decide to create that character as an old wimpy guy who I might accidentally kill?
I put up
Is there a chance I can get out of this without fighting?
I put out the chance that, well, God, what if it turns out to be some high-end corpo?
Because, like, the real point is, I only need to be obnoxious until my friends give me the signal that they've completed their mission.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really just kind of like, what is the relevant time it took them to do the thing? What is the relevant time it took me to walk up and make my check on being obnoxious with the bouncer?
I mean, part of it, I guess, is also a question of, like, how long was my brain jacked into the camera? Because I know how long it felt for me is not how long it took for everybody else.
Were you standing on his shoulders? Or
no,
I was holding the ladder.
That's right.
Hacked in,
he was such a
caught on
bitch
fire
that we had to use rope and duct tape to secure the ladder, or something similar. I don't remember the specific thing. We had to brace.
With that new.
You hacked in.
She's a big bitch.
Caught on fire. Put yourself out.
Whatever that song is, it's thick 30.
When Jake brought out the Cyberpunk Red book, I said, I want to be a fat hacker. And then you know what fucking Steve said? I want to be a fat hacker. Except a girl. I'm like, I'll be a nomad then. We should have been Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Like, what are those non-identical twins? You know what I'm saying?
Fraternal
You
twins.
could say like
Fraternal.
Steve's character is like the Lizzo of Cyberpunk,
I almost
but
said
with more muscle.
isometrical twins.
Lizzo?
That
That fat
big
black
lady.
pop star who plays the piccolo?
I just like the
That's an adequate description. I haven't played the game, but I understand the monsters are quite large.
I don't know who this person is at all.
Lizzo?
No.
She's 100% that bitch.
Is this a lyric?
If
That's
you know,
her
you
song.
know that's funny.
it's bad bitch o'clock. It's thick 30.
It's thick 30. You don't know thick 30?
No.
Okay, hold on. You know this one.
Show him the picture of Lizzo if you can get it in
the opposite
770 megapixels.
I like big girls, pretty kitty girls.
Oh.
You remember that one?
Oh. I've only seen people do
That like-
memes of that.
Yeah, I like big boys, itty bitty boys, Mississippi.
Oh,
boys.
she did that one. I only found out about that song because someone told me, because I showed the parody to somebody, and they're like, "Oh, that's a parody. Oh, they're parodying this song." Wait, that's an actual fucking song?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never seen
like
that.
men of all sizes and shapes.
Every
I thought that was a
every
meme
fat
song.
celebrity acts like they're
It's
breaking some
just
glass
Lizzo
ceiling. And I'm
being
like,
horny.
fat celebrities have been cool forever.
And respecting men of all body types.
Like, yeah, there's been fat celebrities all over.
I love fat celebrity. Give me more BBWs in the starlight. Yeah.
So anyway,
Dusty's
So what are you
mistakes.
doing with this guy?
What? Well, I don't know. What's I forget. Like, what are where are we at? What's that?
Well, he's screaming at you to move your fucking car
Yeah.
and saying, "What's your fucking problem?" And he's getting quite confrontational, and he's not very happy about you.
Oh man, can I see what kind of body style he has? Is he like a big buff wrestler, or is he like a guy, or is he like a little girl? What's going on? Is he a femboy?
Is this a little twink?
is he a
Please, God, let it be a roll a percentile. Let it be a twink. With cybernetics that would whoop me anyway.
You got a
He's got
character
an arm
generator on that phone
cannon
right
that'll
now.
fuck me up. Shall I roll like a perception style skill or?
I think you can see him just fine.
Cool.
So he's a more slender guy. He's just wearing like a leather vest. Got a weird hairstyle and some like
That's
light
probably fresh now,
tattoos. Like neon glowing tattoos. His car has more expensive rims than should be on the car.
Wait, what's his clothing style?
He's wearing like a leather vest,
Leather
Yeah.
vest.
baggy pants.
Baggy pants. So he's not necessarily. My big thing was like, don't be Corbo.
Is he wearing a suit?
Right, because if he's wearing a suit, it's like, don't fuck with that guy. Platinum member trauma team over here.
If I punch him in the face, I die in 30 seconds.
So he's either a really successful street kid, or he is a corpo's kid that just hasn't gotten into the.
Well, he said the rims look more expensive than anything else in the car.
What is this, a 2-lane road? He can't just go around me?
That's not proper driving etiquette. You can't just go in the oncoming lane.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's not like a second lane for the the forward going child. You can't just go into the other lane.
He's more pissed off that you
It's like
slammed on your brakes in front of him and then just immediately got out of your car. So while he could
Oh yeah,
probably
go for
go
it.
in the
It's
other
probably
lane,
all even battery.
while he could probably have gone in the other lane and passed you like some other people are passing his car and your car, he doesn't seem very interested in that.
Oh, he's a big tough. He had a chip on his shoulder to begin with, I presume.
Potentially.
Something like that.
Sounds like it.
Yes.
So he's coming up and confronting me. Human perception? What the fuck is that?
Oh, so you're approaching me, Jotaro.
It's like your insight.
I'm not even.
I don't
JoJo's
need that.
person, and I'm
I
doing
can
a
tell
fucking
he's
JoJo's
angry.
You should watch JoJo, Steve.
That's what Jake keeps telling me, but he's also keep telling me to watch freaking SpongeBob too.
Yeah, the first 3 seasons, they're fantastic.
Yep. Yeah,
Don't
well,
go
just
any
like you're
further.
also telling me with JoJo's, like just start with part 3.
I said you could start.
You could just start with part 3.
You either have to watch you just start at a part. So part
Pick a
1,
part.
2, 3. 3's where it gets real fun. 4 and 5 are even more fun, and they just keep getting more out there.
I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about part
Oh.
4.
So I don't see my friends because they're busy hacking? Or,
Yeah, they're around the other side of the building.
Yeah, I imagine this is probably all taking the same place that you
Same
know
time.
I'm frying my brain and burning my head, and probably after this gonna have to look at like, oh god, now how is my hair? I gotta figure. I'm gonna have to completely cut the whole shit again.
You got burned somehow. I remember him.
I got set on fire. The connection that I had ended up catching on fire, but I had to get out of the digital area I was at before I could, focus to put myself out.
Yeah, I remember the fire bit, but I remember him saying something was damaged. I don't remember if it was inside the hacking bit or if it was on your body, though.
Oh, no, there was something, there was another program I ran into that actually did damage and actually did a bit of,
It physically hurt him.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's like, I have
So
I have a little bit of minor brain damage.
This is a D-type
currently.
system, isn't it?
Yep.
Are there criticals? Or explosions, right?
It can explode once.
You can explode once.
Wasn't there an implode, too?
Yes, if you roll a 1, it goes backwards.
Hmm.
Then you have to roll a second one, and then you get that negative.
Right.
So what would you
That's
say
what
the
hurt
difference
me.
between conversation and persuasion is like conversation sounds like fact and persuasion sounds like deception.
Persuasion is you're trying to get them to do something.
Conversation might be what you would probably use to just casually talk and maybe just get information out of
Yeah.
somebody.
It's one is empathy and one is cool. So persuasion, cool would be getting them to like you to convince them of something. Conversation is just kind of being generally friendly.
So would you agree? Yeah. All right. So maybe a persuasion check
To try to convince them.
Calm down.
Convince them that
Hey, guy, relax. I mean, you can give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, the dude's pretty cool. I can't personally say that I'm pretty cool, so it's hard to say what he would say. But like, I'm somewhere between like, hey, I really am famous, and like, my car will be out of the way soon, or like,
I don't worry about the words so
chill,
much. just-
dude. You could like, go on about your day. I don't know.
Well, do you want to be aggressive or?
Well, definitely not aggressive. No,
Well, go about
necessarily
your
so
day,
much
probably,
like
no
it'll
matter
be
what.
all right. Like,
So This man who's angry at you for just stopping your car in front of him and has seen you get rejected, like not get ignored at a club. Your response to try to calm him down is, "Do you even know who I am? I'd be just don't even out my car. I'm in the club."
Well, there's no good thing to do except for get in my car and drive away. But I can't. That's not an option for me. Like my friends, like as far as I know, are counting on me to like be obnoxious. So like I can't be rational right now. I have to be slightly obnoxious. It's not necessarily a choice so much as like a duty.
Duty.
Like, because if I just got in my car and drove away, then what would be the fucking point of any of it?
No, I'm just more thinking. I'm just more having him like he's got this, whole, loyal mindset. No, man, this is my duty. I have to be an obnoxious asshole up here. It's for the team. It's for the mission.
Right. Well, I mean, like,
yeah, no, that's fine.
I don't know.
If you're worried about that, then how would you continue the mission while also not getting punched in the face?
Well, like I said,
Or
I can
getting punched in the face.
take a punch in the face.
Okay.
If that's what
But like,
it takes.
like I said, like I'm trying to be non-aggressive. Like I could just fucking whip out my pistol, but I'm not trying to do that either. Like,
You gotta do something.
Nah, hey, if nothing else, you can provoke him into doing that. So now, it's all
Depending on-
self-defense. Or even just, again, you're
I also
You're
kind of
just
remember
extending
that
the
a point of
distraction.
this was like that I wasn't necessarily acting sober. Was that like
I
anybody
don't
remember
remember
that?
if that's,
I don't
me
if that was
being
how-
like so
I don't
over
recall,
the top about it?
I don't recall, but if that's how you think you were remembering to do that,
I'm
I
not
say
sure.
go with it.
I said like it's a good way to feign like.
A
The
DUI is the
obnoxious-
perfect way to get a distraction.
Well, I just,
It's
like,
Night
the
City.
Like,
Who the
how,
fuck
like how
cares?
intense are are they? I feel like I don't know what the cops are like. What their attitude towards.
I don't know what the lore is,
Minor
but sometimes, but
crimes
I
and
always
stuff
keep thinking
is,
of the
but,
idea
like-
that the cops are privatized.
That they're
But-
more worried about more violent
kind of.
crimes and stuff,
I have no idea. I'd have to read up on the lore.
and that
for
they're
it.
also like underhanded. Like I don't know. Well, actually,
Everybody's
as
corrupt.
far as the video games goes, they just fucking spawn in within this line of sight. You can see them spawn and just fight you endlessly. It's kind of shitty, to be honest.
So
I
what
don't
are you
know.
doing?
I guess I'm gonna roll persuasion for a non-aggressive action, but like,
Okay, give it a shot.
so my modifier is 10. It looks like I rolled a 4. 14. Have I been holding this? Sorry.
You've been role playing.
Okay.
I gotta buy a new program. Go ahead.
So yeah, you talk him down a little bit as far as you talk him out of a fight. He's just like you're. I don't know what you say to this guy. What are you trying to say to this guy?
Yeah, so
Why did you slam your brakes on in front of him and get like how are you going to calm him down?
Like I was saying, like my car will be out of the way soon. Either the valet will take it, or I'll just have to move it. One or the other. Obviously, I'm not just gonna leave it there. So like, yeah, the car will be out of the way soon. But like, I'm just trying to get into this club.
You are awful at this. That's not how you talk someone down at all. Whatever. He feels like he doesn't have time for you to deal with you. He's like, fuck you, man. He walks back to go into his car, and when he passes over, like behind your car, he just takes his fingernails and just slashes a big gouge in the back of your car.
Oh shit!
oh shit!
And then he just just like at the trunk of it, and then he just gets in his car and peels off.
We don't